Okay, today is D-Day, where we get to see what bacteria grew on our Petri dish plates. And so I've got my lab open here. I've got my answer sheet here. And we already did part A. And then part B is to look at our the growth. Now I think this said to wait 2 or 3 days, but honestly, it took a little over a week, and these growths that you'll see are actually 10 days from the time I plated them. So let's take a look, and you're going to go ahead and draw what you see. If you did not do this activity yourself, then you'll have to draw this dish, and I'm going to bring it up a little closer for you to see in a moment. Some of you might have used 4 of your Petri dishes, in which case you would have 4. One would be your control, one would be one sample from one part of the body, another part swabbed, and another part swabbed. So this, if you had multiple Petri dishes and not just one, you could have done 4 this way. I did this one, and then just because I had a couple extra, I decided to do one big one with just swabbing my toes and one swabbing my mouth. So let's see this beautiful bacteria. I'm going to bring this up a little closer. And I'm kind of glad that I did the toes again on a bigger Petri space, because if you look at if you look at this one, I only see one bacteria colony that grew from my toes. And if you look at the control, nothing grew, which is good because we didn't put any bacteria on the control. So if something grew there, then that would be disturbing, because then that would mean something was already in the agar, and that would kind of nullify some of our other growths. Okay, let's take a look at the mouth bacteria. The mouth bacteria looks kind of fuzzy, and we'll look at some different types of colonies that you'll see. I don't know that you can really count, because it's just sort of this spread of bacteria. And then let's see what this one is, the nose. Okay, so the nose, there's definitely like one big white growth of bacteria. And I actually see like something else there too. So let me see. I thought black would be a good background. I'm not sure if this is a better way for you to see it, but go ahead and pause the video if you need more time, and take some time to draw that on your lab. Now this is kind of interesting. So I did swab a little more all over this one with my foot and toes, which is kind of, I mean, it's kind of pretty, but it's kind of gross. I don't know what is on my foot, but the fact that I walk around barefoot, you know, picking up whatever bacteria is on the floor, makes this not very surprising. Okay, probably not the cleanest area of my feet. Okay, and let's see, the mouth, again, it's kind of, I would think the mouth would have a lot of bacteria, and there is bacterial growth, but it's not as varied or colorful as my foot. And also it would probably depend on what I had just eaten, or if I had eaten anything, if I just brushed my teeth. Okay. If you did your own plates, you can go ahead and, obviously yours is going to be a little different than mine. As far as number of colonies, so, this kind of looks like what the colony was from my nose. I'm not sure. It says most bacterial colonies will appear white or creamy yellow and take on the following shapes. So I'm not really sure how we can count the colonies of the mouth, because there's just so many tiny spots. So I won't mark you off if yours looks kind of like that, but definitely draw it in so that I can see, oh, there's not specific, colonies. The toes definitely had specific colonies, and the nose had specific colonies. So that's all you have to do, and then you're going to answer these questions on this lab sheet right here. And hopefully you don't have any questions about these. What's agar? What's it made out of? So that's all going to be in the introduction, if you're not sure. It talks about what agar is. Think about what the purpose of the control, that section where we didn't put any bacteria, why did we do that? And okay, so if you have any other questions, feel free to give me a holler. I'd love to see what grew off of your body.